Most people think a shelf wall is just storage, but if you look closer, it's one of the most honest design statements that you can make in your space. It shows a variety of things about who you are, what you value, what you collect, and how you live. And you don't need custom millwork or a 5-figure budget to pull it off. This entire wall is built around one of the most affordable modular systems ever made, the IKEA IVAR system. Now, thinking about shelf walls didn't start off as a trend. Shelf walls started off as a solution. The modern shelf wall, as we know it, as we understand it, begins in the late 1940s and the early 1950s, somewhere in this time period where people desired furniture that was a few different things: flexible, lightweight, affordable, and easy to move and reconfigure. One of the earliest and most influential systems to hit the space was the string shelf system. You may have seen this on social media, I'm sure you have, but it was launched in 1949 by a Swedish design couple. I'm gonna probably butcher these names, Nils and Kasia Strinning. That was close, right? That had to have been close. But what you have here is an extremely modular system that appears simple and clean, but functions in a very modular sense. You can configure it in as many ways as you want. You can make it as large or as small as you want. You can put it in any room in your house, and it's gonna be able to work with that space. And you had the same kind of design concept carried through the 50s and the early 1960s, where shelf walls maintain close ties to Scandinavian modernism, Bauhaus influenced thinking, and overall just very utilitarian and more so form follows function ideology. But by the mid to late 1960s, shelf walls stopped being purely utilitarian, and that's for a couple different reasons. One is just more stuff entered the home, right? Consumer culture was popping, it was growing. You had books, you had records, you had stereo equipment, you had knickknacks, you had just about everything, decorative objects from travel and culture. The world was opening up in a big way. Shelf walls sort of emulated what people were bringing into their homes, who they were, what their values were. Design philosophy also shifted in a sense. You had the home becoming more of a casual space, less formality, fewer sort of closed cabinets, and more of an open space, not hiding stuff away, showing who you are through your items. And living space is ultimately becoming more fluid as well. At this time, in the 1960s, late 1960s, is when IKEA launched the IVAR system. Launched in 1968. And the beautiful thing about it is it hasn't really changed a bit in terms of construction, in terms of appearance. It's solid pine, it has simple joinery, no real big ornamentation, so it's timeless. And it's designed to be built, broken down, rebuilt, and lived with. Quite an amazing system, if I must be honest. Now, digging in deeper on what the IVAR system is, again, I just kind of told you, right? It's a shelving system similar to that string shelf system, but just a little bit different in appearance. And ultimately, we know what IKEA does. They make beautiful design available to masses of people. So this is what they were going for in this shelf system. It's designed to be an affordable and modular shelving option. It's made from solid pine, a strong material that's gonna last, not veneer or MDF or any of these other cheap materials that you do find some IKEA items being made out of. And it's made up of only a couple core components and then a lot of additional things that help you customize it, which is something I really love about it. You have the side ladders, the side units, the vertical units that build the shelf up. They come in a few different heights. We have the 12-inch by 70-inch version, but they have a couple of versions that are taller, shorter, and then also wider and more in depth and more narrow. You can really pick whatever works best for your space. And then we have the shelves. You have a couple of different sizes in these in terms of shorter and then longer. Most of what we have is the longer version, but we have a couple of them that are the shorter version. I don't have the exact measurements. But again, these come in different sizes for you to choose what works best for your space. Maybe you would pick something different in the kitchen than you would in the garage, than you would in the living room, than you would in a storage closet or something like that. And then you have all of the extra stuff, which is where it gets fun. You have different cabinets. We have one cabinet in our kitchen that we use a ton. It hides away a lot of pantry foods and stuff like that. You have drawers as well. I think this is a fairly new thing, but we actually just installed a drawer on the shelving unit in our living room, which is the main shelf wall, the main statement of our living room, essentially. They've also added corner units. There's different kinds of shelves. There's wine racks. There's all kinds of stuff that you can use to customize this shelf and make it your own, make it go with your space. There's not really any screws included on the core shelving unit, the ladders and the shelves. It has this really nice joinery where they have this whole system, so you can pretty much make the shelves as high or as low as you want. You just put some pegs in there, you snap the shelves right on. Super simple. The only screws that you need to use is for the crossbar in the back to stabilize the shelf, and that's pretty much it. So that means you can take it apart, move a shelf up, move a shelf down, take a shelf out, and move it into different rooms and different spaces, even different houses, a plethora of times, which I have done since owning them. Real quick before we continue with that, if you're enjoying this video, please consider scrolling down, dropping a like, leaving a comment, maybe subscribing to the channel. It'll be super helpful. Let's get back to it. And this is the reason why the IVAR shelf system has lasted so long. It solves the same problem in every single decade. People move, spaces change, budgets fluctuate, but you can have this unit that you can move from one room to the other, or you can add on to, or you can subtract to, and it can fit in with any space. If you downsize, it downsizes with you. If you upsize, it upsizes with you. If you get a new space that you need to add a shelving system into, you can add it in there. One of my favorite things about this shelving system is that nothing is really permanent. It lets you sort of experiment with how you want things to look. You can get a little bit of influence or inspiration from the internet, and you can go and you can try it out in your space without having to nail anything in and making it too permanent. And that modularity is really the main selling point and the customization aspect of the shelf for the IVAR system, in my mind. You're never really done customizing the shelf. It always sort of grows and fluctuates with you. And that's exactly how we use it in our space. We have a few different areas where we use the shelf wall. First and foremost is right when you walk into our apartment. It's an entire shelf wall. And while this isn't only styled for Instagram, although I do like to make it look nice and aesthetically pleasing, it's very much lived in as well. The shelf wall in our living room mostly functions for aesthetics, I will say, but the lower portion of it is also storage for some big things. We've added some wicker doors recently, which have been really great to cover up some board games and some books and anything you really want to shove in there, and you want to just have a clean finish and not have it showing. As I mentioned, we also added a drawer recently which pulls out. You can put whatever you'd like in there. We have a bunch of candles, just extra things that we don't really know what to do with at this moment, and we'll likely add more drawers because this is something we want to just experiment with recently, but it's a really great addition to this unit. We have a ton of books along the top, big plant along the top, very aesthetically pleasing, very nice. And then you can build in some portions that are more so just presentation areas and not so utilitarian. So we keep all of our liquor bottles kind of right in the middle. I love the look of glass bottles. They don't drink a bunch, but I just love the look and the aesthetic of it. So we have that right as a central piece. Coffee table books, CDs, movies, video games, things that open up and tell the story about who you are, right? What you're into, what kind of books you read, what kind of movies you watch, what kind of little knickknacks you collect and choose to display in your space. And this main unit in our living room uses 3 of the wider shelves and then 1 of the smaller shelves in the middle. In our closet, as I mentioned, it's very utilitarian. It's one of the smaller units. It's a thin closet. So we throw everything, toilet paper, towels, whatever you need to, cleaning supplies, cat food, cat litter, all of that stuff is housed right in the closet, and it makes a great utilitarian shelving option as well. And then we have the kitchen, where, as I mentioned, we pretty much use it as a pantry to store things. We have some cookbooks and we have some different things on there, but for the most part, it's food items. We have one of the big cabinets down below, and that's where we hide away a lot of different dry pantry things, a variety of things really, nothing too special, regular kitchen stuff. And then we have fruit, potatoes, goods like that, sitting out a little bit more. We try to keep it kind of nice and presentable, of course, but it's very lived in. Again, it gets a little bit dirty, it gets a little bit cluttered sometimes, and you just kind of go through and organize it as you go. And all of this for a pretty good price. I mean, the ladders are around $20, $30, whatever they are. The shelves themselves are around 10 or 15, I think. And so you can get more, you can get less, and you can start small and then you can add to it. It grows with you, and that's really the idea, the big idea behind a shelf wall. It's self-expression. It's functional, and it holds everything that you own in your life, and it's expressive. It shows who you are through the items that you have and choose to present on it. That's why shelf walls are so cool in general, and that's what makes the IVAR special. So if you want a shelf wall system in your space, I highly suggest the IVAR system. IKEA has a lot of great options in general, but this is one that I really love. And it helps me build meaningful spaces. It's utilitarian in a sense as well. It's customizable. I love adding things to it and changing it up. As I mentioned before, we plan on staining it to match some of the other wood in our space, our floors, our tables, and things like that. And I plan to have it for the foreseeable future. Who knows if I'll ever get rid of it. If you're building a space, building a home slowly and on a budget, I highly suggest you check out the IVAR shelf system. From 1968 all the way up to 2026 and further beyond if you're watching this in a different year, the system still makes complete sense and has remained pretty much completely unchanged from what was introduced in the 60s. So that's it. IVAR shelf system. I'd love to know down in the comments section below if you own the shelf system, how you use it, the different spaces that you use it in, what your thoughts are. Do you believe it has any weaknesses or any strengths? Is there other systems that you think can replace the IVAR system that do a better job than what it does on a better budget? I would love to know all those things down in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed the video, again, please consider scrolling down, dropping a like, and subscribing to the channel. I upload men's fashion content, planning to get into more lifestyle content like this. And I'd really love to have you along on the journey. But for now, that's all I got for y'all. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.